It's Madison Bulldog basketball on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Now let's head courtside for the Bulldogs pregame show.
Welcome to the F&M Co-op pregame show. I'm Caleb Gill here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Welcome, everyone. You're listening to KGM here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. We've got some Madison Bulldog boys basketball on the way for you this evening. The Madison boys basketball team is here in Deubrook, where we are at tonight for what should be a good matchup. This is supposed to have been, the Bulldogs' fifth game of the season. Instead, it's only their second game of the season. There's been a couple postponements. And if you want to know what games have been postponed or the new postponement dates, we have those online on the story online at amazingmadison.com, so you can keep up to date with all those postponements. Madison right now hasn't played in over a week. They haven't played a basketball game in over a week. Their only game of the season was 2 Saturdays ago against Elk Point Jefferson. They lost that one on the road, 70-63. And what stood out to me in that one, though, it was a loss. Madison was aggressive. They were competitive. And their two bigs are going to be huge this season. And that's not just me haha, huge. They're going to be really important for this season for this Bulldogs team. Those two bigs are Ben Brooks and Aiden Jensen, both over 6'8" tall. Now, for me, I'm I'm 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. So seeing someone that's over a foot taller than me just astonishes me to begin with. Now watching them play basketball, they use their size very well. They can box out. They play well in the post, and they're also athletic enough, and they're strong shooters to where they're dangerous anywhere on the court. And that's one takeaway I had just from that first game, and I'm sure that's how it's going to be for most of the season. And even speaking with Deubrook area head coach earlier, he mentioned to me that their bigs are something, or the size is something that Deubrook is going to have to watch out for and compete against with, which yes and no. Deubrook, most of their players are over 6 foot tall. So, yes, Madison does have the two guys that are over 6'8". But after the 6'8", it's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that are 5 guys that are 6 foot, or between 6 foot and 6'2". They got a couple guys under that 6 foot mark. But the guys that are a little bit shorter or smaller, I say short, but they're still taller than me. They're still athletic. They're still quick. They're going to be aggressive, and they're going to get their shots. It's one thing I'm really looking forward to. These two teams did play last year, and Madison lost last year. Deubrook area was able to win 59-55 a year ago. So, Madison's probably wanting to maybe get a little bit payback. Maybe for the seniors that were here, there are a lot of young guys. Only a couple seniors on this roster for Madison. One of those being Aiden Jensen. He's actually the lone senior. But for the other players that were here, not only would it be big to be able to, 59-55, that's close. That's 4 points. That's all right, final minute, that kind of situation. You feel like you're right in there. Those are the losses always hurt the most. Not only could they maybe get redemption for that, but also getting their first win of the season is huge. That's one less. Once you get that first victory of the season, things start to feel a little bit better. That's any sport. When you start winning, you start feeling a little bit more confident. You start feeling like, yes, we can do this. When you start, it's one loss for Madison so far. So nothing's going off the rails yet. It's one game, but you don't want to get into a situation where you're starting to stack on losses. That's where you start losing confidence. And that's where mistakes can happen, where if you get a win today or tonight, then you go into Thursday's game feeling a little bit better about yourself. Thursday, Madison will be back home. They'll be at home against Lennox. That game was one of those rescheduled games. They'll be home against Lennox Thursday night, and that one varsity will start about 4:30 p.m. will be a tip-off about or so for the varsity, depending on when JV finishes, like what we had here tonight. For Madison, 8-12 was their record a year ago. They'd like to improve on that, and that starts by winning here tonight, I think. And really, I mentioned this often throughout the last game. I've already mentioned it once here in the pregame. I'm going to mention it a couple times here tonight. It's going to be up to the size. It's going to be up to Aiden Jensen and Ben Brooks. Once their size starts getting, if they're not having a good game, then who's going to step up? if I think it all comes down to the size and what happens when the size is working and the size is not working for Madison. And we'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to take our first break. We'll come back. We'll look at starting lineups coming up in about 3 minutes here on the F&M pregame show, brought to you by F&M Co-op Oil and Madison for new tires and tire repair. See the experienced team at F&M in Madison. And tonight's game officials, the Law on the Court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll be back in 3 minutes with starting lineups here on the F&M pregame show. Stick around for that here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
Car scams are more common now, largely due to the low inventory of vehicles. This is your Attorney General, Mark Vargo, saying that while we may take this type of purchase for granted, don't rush into it for fear of losing out on that vehicle. Stay vigilant and do your homework before you make the purchase. If you're purchasing a used vehicle, know who you're dealing with, know what you're signing, and be sure you get a copy of the signed agreement at the time of purchase. Be wary of look-alike or sound-alike car dealer websites. If you have questions, contact my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
At Sanex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
F&M Co-op Oil is a proud supporter of our community activities. For service for your vehicle, fuel, propane, and premium Cenex lubricants, see the professionals at F&M Co-op Oil. Plus, they're your tire headquarters from the smallest cars to the biggest tractors. F&M Co-op Oil, West Highway 34 in Madison.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract, why go anywhere else?
Kinsley Funeral Home is family owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together, a vision to help you every day with your money goals, and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com. Welcome back up here at the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth for your F&M pregame show. Let's go over our starting lineups here for tonight's matchup. We'll start with the home team, the Deubrook Dolphins. And starting at guard, junior, 6'2", number 2, Jacob Jornby. And then senior guard at 5'9", number 4, Gunnar Troyan. Also junior guard at 6'1", number 11, Gavin Landmark. And then senior forward/guard at 6'1", number 14, Colin Bauman. Sorry, Gunnar Troyan is not a starter. He is a contributor. Junior, I was a little off of my numbers there for a second. I was confused. But junior guard at 6'3", Landon Johnson, number 21. And then junior guard, 6'1", Colton Troyan, number 23. For the Dolphins, those are your starters. For the home team, Deubrook. And then for your Madison Bulldogs tonight, starting at guard, junior at 5'10", number 1, Andrew Comas. Also starting at guard, number 10, Comas is 1, number 10, Chuck Callahan, junior guard at 6'1". And then at guard/forward, Number 2, junior at 6'1", Eli Barger. And then your 2 forwards tonight, Ben Brooks, sophomore at 6'8", number 21. And then number 23, forward at 6'9", senior Aiden Jensen. Those are going to be your starters for tonight for Madison. And this is a team that they can put up points on the board. They showed that in that last game. They put up 63 points against Elk Point Jefferson. Now they weren't able to get the W at the end of the day, and they did leave some shots out there. But when you're able to put up, so Aiden Jensen had a double-double, a 28-point, 10-rebound double-double is what Aiden Jensen had, and then he still left shots out there. When you have that type of success and also realize that there's more to work on, that's this early in the year, that's what you want to see. Ben Brooks, he had 12 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Andrew Comas had 12 points a week ago, or a week and a half ago. Is that what it is now? Shane Veenhoff had 4 points coming off the bench. So these Bulldogs can get points on the board. That's not going to be an issue, but they're also going to miss shots at times. That's just part of basketball. And right now, especially with this only being the second game of the season, there's probably still some kinks to be worked out. There's a difference between playing one-on-one or playing against your teammates and then getting out there on the actual court and playing and competing against someone else in a meaningful game. Not saying that practice isn't meaningful, but when you actually get out there and in these competition type settings, the actual event means more than a practice. So this is where teams can find out a little bit more about themselves. And shots can fall easily in practice, or you think you can do something in practice and then you get out on the court and then it doesn't really work out that way once you start going up against other guys. So with this only being the second game of the season, both of these teams, both Deubrook and Madison, because Deubrook, this is only their second game as well. They've had a couple postponements and they've lost. Both teams are 0-1. They're both going to be looking for their first win of the season. That's going to be huge for both these teams. And I think obviously the team that scores the most wins, but is Deubrook able to handle the size that Madison has? I think that battle of Madison's size versus Deubrook could make or break this game. If Aiden Jensen and Ben Brooks have good games, I think this could be a W for Madison. If they struggle, I think Madison overall struggles as well. Let's take our final break here on Dakota's Best AM 1390 KJM. We'll come back in 30 seconds with what should be the start of our second game, our second Madison boys basketball game of the season. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. Tip-off will be on the way next year on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and, of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
Still a couple more seconds left before looks like they're going to do pregame introductions. They might do the national anthem as well. If they do that, we'll take a break during that national anthem. But it looks like Madison, both teams are getting ready. Both teams are ready. This was a game that was supposed to start about 17 minutes ago. JV lasted a little bit longer. The boys JV team for Madison, they won the game against Deubrook. So obviously the varsity is going to want to be doing that here tonight as well. For Madison, the boys, they're wearing black on black uniforms with white lettering and the maroon outlining on their letters. Deubrook, white on white with maroon lettering and like a little yellowish gold outline on those lettering. Gotta say, the black on black uniforms for Madison, it's a nice, slick look. And it looks... Wow. Deubrook Dolphins, that's Deubrook Dolphin. I can say that 5 times fast. All right, we're getting off track here. Let's get ready for the first game. They're going to do, or for their second game here of the season on Dakota's Best. I can imagine what it's like having to wait as long as they have to play their second game of the season. And they are... They're going to be doing the national anthem. Let's take a 2-minute break for the national anthem here on Dakota's Best 1390.
As an award-winning critical access hospital, Madison Regional Health System is committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. Our healthcare system has over 270 knowledgeable and skilled employees who are dedicated to providing exceptional healthcare to you and your loved ones. For over 135 years, Madison Regional Health System has made your health our priority, and we have been honored to serve and support our local athletes. Go Bulldogs!
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in pre-season cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
Thank you.
And they just walked the callers off the court. They're getting ready for the starting lineups here. We've already gone through those starting lineups, and touching up again on the starting lineups for Madison. Aiden Jensen, talk about him a little bit. Already talked about him, I should say. Double-double that first game. He had a really dominant game. He came out, he had a dunk. I mean, at 6'9", might as well take advantage of that, right? Those are always fun to see. He really took over at one point in that game. And then Ben Brooks, sophomore, he's super athletic. And at times, you could tell, like the way he passes the ball around, you could tell he's the quarterback for the Madison football team as well at times. And just from watching or being around the football team, seeing a lot of these names makes a lot of sense. Very athletic kids for Madison all over the court. And I think that gives Madison the advantage. That could give Madison the advantage. Now, again, last year, Madison did lose this one to Deubrook. And the two teams almost had reverse records of one another. So Deubrook went 14-8 last year. Deubrook went 14-8, while Madison went 8-12 a year ago. Deubrook was able to make it to the Class A Region 2 semifinals, while Madison lost in the SODEC 16 a year ago. It looks like they are finally getting ready to start this game off. 7:51 here this evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Welcome into the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. We're moments away from the tip. And straight off looking at the tip, you could see Jacob Jornby, 6'2" for Deubrook. And then the 6'9" Aiden Jensen. Aiden Jensen helps the Bulldogs win it. And Brooks passes it off. In the corner was Comas. Comas comes inside the arc and bounces right off the rim. And that's going to be Deubrook ball. That's one thing Madison likes to do a lot, too. They will pass it around. It's one thing that they did last week, I should say. As Brooks is guarding. It's number 11 for the Dolphins. And with the layup, misses was number 23, Troyan. Aiden Jensen with his first rebound of the night. I'm sure there will be plenty of those this evening as Comas has it. He passes it out to Jensen and then out to, or you just keep passing it around. Barger has it. Now at the top of the arc is Chuck Callahan for three. No good there. Rebounded by Deubrook. And bringing up the court now is Troyan. Troyan has it. Sorry, that's Gavin Landmark who had it, and now it's number 21, Landon Johnson. Jacob Jornby has it. He passes it inside. He's just trying to find somebody. He's going to work inside the paint for the first points. No. Looked like that might have been tipped there by Aiden Jensen. Maybe getting a hand on that one as the shot did not go in. Brooks has it from the right wing. He passes it inside to Aiden Jensen. Jensen trying to find someone to pass it to. He does get out to Brooks, back to that right wing. Back and forth between him and Jensen. Jensen eventually does go up with it, and that one does get blocked on the way up. So still no points. And looks like they're going to call travel against Deubrook. So it's going to be Madison ball. Still no score here in the first minute and a half of play, as that one's going to be inbounded to Brooks. Brooks being guarded by Gavin Landmark, and looks like he almost lost it. He gets it back after a pass to Callahan, and Callahan has it. Callahan throws it up, and rebounded by Comas. Comas with the layup. No good on the layup, but does get the foul. And he's going to have a chance for 2 from the Edward Jones Insurance free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones and Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Comas. First one goes in. We got our first points of the evening. 1-0 is Madison's score. First points come in with 6:11 still in the first, and the second one goes in as well. So he's 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and almost got a hand on that one to steal it away. And Chuck Callahan might have gotten a hand on that on the block. What are they going to credit? And they are going to say Madison ball. No, they aren't. For some reason, I thought they were saying Madison. It's going to be Deubrook ball. It did touch Callahan last. Inbounded to Jornby, and that time, no doubt about it, Callahan takes it away. And they are going to get Gavin Landmark on a block. So foul there. Callahan with a chance to inbound. He's going to be inbounding it to Brooks. Brooks has a pass midcourt, passes it to Callahan. Callahan passes it around. And now for 3 is Eli Barger. And that one, well, Barger gets a steal. Got the steal, and then went out of bounds with it. These Bulldogs, man, it doesn't matter. Everyone's kind of getting after it here tonight. 5-0's a score. Still 5:41 left in the first. Chuck Callahan got it off the inbound, passes it to Ben Brooks. Brooks brought it up. He passes it to Callahan. Callahan passes it inside to Jensen. Jensen is going to spin around, throw it up, and he's got his first bucket of the night. Increases their score. It's a 7-0 lead for Madison. No score yet for Deubrook. Deubrook trying to get something, and Jensen was trying to steal that one away. Trying to steal it away from, looked like, is that number 10, JP Rognus? At the top of the arc is Horgness. Now number 14, Colin Bauman has it. He passes it to number 21, Landon Johnson, as he scores his first points for Deubrook. So now 7-2. Passing it around, Comas has it in the right corner. He passes it to Barger, who passes it to Brooks, and now Brooks to Callahan. Back to Comas at the top of the arc. He finds Brooks. Brooks to Barger in the right corner. Jensen with the bucket. And rebound and the putback is Ben Brooks. Regain back to a 7-point lead for Madison, I should say. And that one, Rognus had it. Looked like he might have been fouled on his way down. Rognus is coming back out. Gavin Landmark coming back in. It's going to be inbounded to Deubrook. Gets it out to Landon Johnson. Johnson gets it back at the top of the arc, passing it around to Jornby, and taken away from Comas. Comas with the fast break and the bucket. And it looks like Deubrook wants their first timeout. We're going to take a timeout on the court as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the Bulldogs leading 11-2 here in the first. We'll be back in 30 on Dakota's Best.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back up here to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. The Deubrook Dolphins have called their first timeout of the evening after a little fast break offense there on the steal from Andrew Comas. Comas should have a couple points already here tonight. Trying to see the scoreboard. For those that are able to see it on YouTube, his number is being blocked right by the bar that's holding that scoreboard. So I can't really see how many points he has, but he's got a couple here already. Going to be inbounded by Deubrook and being guarded heavily by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs defense being aggressive already. Had the open three, he thought. Instead, passes it to Gavin Landmark. Back to Landon Johnson. 4-3, misses off the left corner. Rebounded and blocked by Jensen. Looked like Jensen committed the foul there on the block. So Jacob Jornby going to have a chance for two from the Edward Jones Insurance free throw line. Bounces it. First one's nothing but net. Scores 11-3 after the first free throw attempt. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. And second one, also good. Nice clean bucket there. Inbounded now to Brooks. Brooks brings it up court. Passes it to Comas. Inside pass to Jensen. Jensen throws it up and just uses his size to an advantage for the easy for him, difficult for many other type of bucket. Had to split the difference of two guys to get up there. And quick pass. Inside now, pass to Landmark. Landmark was trying to get it up. And he was fouled on the way, so two more free throws from the Edward Jones free throw line for Deubrook. This time, Gavin Landmark going to the charity stripe. First one is good. A couple substitution changes. Looks like Chuck Callahan's coming out. In for him is number 3, Elijah Sims. Also looks like Andrew Comas is coming out as well for number 24, Shane Veenhoff. Brooks has it. He's bringing it up the court. Trying to work inside. Passes it to Jensen. Jensen 4-3 right off the rim. And they're going to call the offensive foul against Eli Barger. Going to be inbounded now after the missed 3 and the foul. Barger coming out. Thomas Meckles coming in, the junior. Forward, 6'2" for Madison. Johnson passes it outside to Troyan. Troyan gets it back. After the pass, he's being guarded and taken away, almost taken away by Brooks. Was able to be picked up by Jornby. Jornby throws it up, and he's got no room for the bucket with Jensen just over top of him. Jensen wasn't having any of that. Jornby was just trying to throw up the bucket, and Jensen just like standing up like a kid and a dad, like just trying to like, I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind. And quick bucket and nice move there from Landon Johnson to cut into Madison's lead. 13-7 is now Madison's lead. Brooks connects with Veenhoff on the inbound. Back to Brooks. Now Meckles has it. Meckles passes it to Sims outside. Sims 4-3. And that's good. Came off the wrist a little funky, but as long as it goes in, it goes in. It's now 16-7 Madison. Johnson has it. He passes it back to Troyan. Troyan gets it to Jornby. Jornby 4-3 from the right corner. Good. It's now 16-10. Madison still leading. Veenhoff as he passes it to Meckles. Meckles to Sims. Sims almost lost it. And they're going to say double dribble on Sims. Sims couldn't really get the handle on the pass. Looked like had he been able to get a good handle on it, he might have had the open three. Instead, they're going to get him for double dribble. So now Deubrook ball. Inside pass, now back to number 21, Landon Johnson. Johnson trying to find someone to pass it to. Gets it out to number 22, Connor Andrews. Andrews gets it to Landmark. Back to Andrews. And Johnson in the left corner. Johnson working his way around the wing. And no one was there for the pass. Looked like he was trying to get that to Connor Andrews. Andrews just wasn't paying attention. So it's going to be inbounded now. Ben Brooks is not going to be inbounding. He's coming off. Elijah Sim inbounds it to Shane Veenhoff. And Veenhoff almost lost it. Had to get it off to Sims real quick. Sims to Veenhoff. Veenhoff gets to the far side to Meckles. Meckles to Sims. Sims to Comas, who came in for Brooks. And then Comas to Veenhoff in the left corner. Meckles gets it to Sims. And Jansen has it and unable to get it. No good on the layup. And that's going to be out of bounds. Jensen touched it last on its way out. Inbounded now by Deubrook. Number 4, Gunnar Troyan has it. Dornby. They're trying to go for the bucket, and just Meckles and Jensen getting in there. They're going to call the foul on Meckles on the shooting foul. So Dornby is going to have a chance for 2 from the charity stripe from the Edward Jones free throw line. First one is good. Dornby now has 6 points. Second one. It rolls in and out. Meckles gets the rebound. Gets it off to Sims. Sims bring up mid or pass to midcourt. And almost taken away. Instead, Meckles was able to secure it. Sims has it. He throws up the layup. He gets the bucket and the foul. Nice play there by Sims, able to get that up. It looked like he was just trying to draw the foul on the basketball. Ended up just making its way in. So he's got a chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. And this one doesn't go in. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen throws that one up, and he's going to be fouled on the way. So Jensen now heading to the Edward Jones free throw line. And the first one, in and good. And it looks like Coach Larson from Madison wants to call his first timeout. They're going to take a timeout on the court. Let's take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Cunard Williams Insurance in Madison today.
Welcome back up here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth here at KJM. Dakota's Best AM 1390. The Madison Bulldogs lead Deubrook Dolphins 19-11 with under a minute left here in the first. Aiden Jensen made his first of 2 free throws. He's going to have a chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on Dakota's Best AM 1390, KJAM in Madison. 8:07 this evening. 1:09 left here in the first. Jensen attempting his second free throw. And this one is up and good. And it looks like Brooks is coming in now for Jensen. And it looks like another substitution change. Landon Johnson coming back in for the Dolphins. Inbounded now for the Dolphins to Connor Troyan. Troyan passes it around. At the left wing is Landmark, and back to Troyan. And Johnson had it taken away from him. Veenhoff gets the bucket on the fast break. 22-11 is now the score. Gunnar Troyan has a pass midcourt. Passes it around to Johnson. Johnson has it at the top. Finds Andrews. Andrews has it to Troyan. He stepped out of bounds. It looked like he might have stepped out of bounds there. 2 seconds separate the shot and game clock. 37 seconds left on the game clock here in the first. Veenhoff has it. He passes it to Brooks. Brooks gets it off to Meckles. Meckles thought about the shot. Instead, he's going to get it to Veenhoff. Veenhoff finds Sims at the top of the arc. Passes it around to Brooks. Brooks has it inside at the right corner and gets it to Sims. Sims finds Meckles, who thought it was open. Brooks has it. He's going to work his way inside the post. Finds Comas. Comas from the left wing for three. No good there. Rebounded by Jacob Jornby. And they're going to call foul, it looked like. 9 seconds left here in the first. Inbounded. Troyan has it on their left or right wing, that is. And now on the court. They're going back down to the far end of the court for the inbound. Gavin Landmark has it. He passes it left. Gets it to Troyan. Troyan 4-3 and just airmails it. And Johnson at the last second got the bucket. I didn't think they'd have enough time to get that one off. But they're going to count it. Landon Johnson got the bucket in the final seconds. 22-13 is Madison's lead at the end of one. We'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the second here on Goes Best, AM 1390.
Heartland Energy is your hometown power provider, delivering affordable and reliable energy and services to the city of Madison and surrounding areas. Heartland offers a number of programs to help their customers grow and thrive and wants to be your trusted partner if you're looking to expand your business or if you're in need of low-interest financing. Call Heartland Energy today to explore your options at 605-256-6536. Delivering power with a purpose, Heartland Energy is dedicated to delivering reliable energy and services to the city of Madison.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome into the start of the second quarter here in the Madison Discount Liquor Broadcast booth. The Madison Bulldogs lead 22-13 after the first 8. We've got 8 more to go here in the first half. There's been a lot of the fast, quick points for Madison. They've been aggressive, which, I like that sort of basketball. I like that sort of sports in general, the aggressiveness. And Madison's been that way as Comas has. He passes it out to Callahan on the left wing. Callahan gets it to Jensen. Jensen back to Brooks on the right. Brooks passes it to Jensen. Jensen gets the bucket and the foul. That's worked a lot here tonight, too. That's one area that's really beneficial to have size like Madison does, where they're just inside the post. They can just throw up those layups. And a lot of times they're going to be fouled because, shorter guys, it's difficult to guard. For shorter guys, it's difficult to guard taller ones, as Jensen makes that bucket from the Edward Jones free throw line. Troyan has it, passes it to Johnson. Johnson for the bucket from the right elbow, has it. It's now a 10-point game, 25-15, Madison lead. Brooks gets it off the elbow or inbound. Brooks has it. He's getting his way up court. Passes it to Callahan at the top of the arc. Passes it out to Barger now and the left wing and back to Comas. Comas for the open three at the top of the arc, and that one rolls off. And Callahan was trying to save that one from going out of bounds. Unable to do so. Going to be Deubrook ball. Shots like that. That's an open shot. That's a clean shot. Just didn't go in for Comas. He had the look. Just didn't go in. Deubrook has it. Passes it. Johnson from the left wing has it. That one bounces up. Rebounded there by Brooks. Brooks passes it to Jensen. Jensen Brings it up the court. Gets off to Brooks at the top of the arc. Brooks working his way inside the post. He loses it. And it's going to be picked up by Deubrook. Deubrook trying to get some sort of fast sort of offense. And it looked like Barger committed the foul. And he's going to have a 1-for-1 opportunity here for the Edward Jones free throw line. That's Jacob Jornby for the Dolphins. Dolphins are now in the bonus. So Jornby with the attempt from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one goes in clean. 25-16. So he's going to have a chance for one more. And the second one bounces off. Barger gets it. Barger passes it to Callahan. Callahan gets it back to Barger at the top of the arc. Barger to Comas. Comas to Brooks. And Comas was able to get back up. Barger from the left corner with the open three. No good there. Jansen rebounds it. He's got to get it off. He finds Brooks. Brooks open for the three. No good on that three attempt. And Jensen, they're going to get him on the offensive foul. So 2 missed threes there. An eventual foul will lead Deubrook to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 from the Edward Jones free throw line. Attempting this free throw is Colin Bauman. First one is in. Bulldogs lead 25-17 after that bucket from the Edward Jones free throw line. Still 6.5 to go here in the first half. As that one also goes in. So 2 for 2 there. Brooks gets off the inbound, passes it to Barger. Barger, as he's looking for someone to pass it to, gets it to Jensen. Jensen at the top, passes it to Comas. Comas for the open three. That one in and good. When you're a shooter, you just got to shoot. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. That was a nice look there from Comas. Comas now guarding. They get it off to Johnson. Johnson trying to find someone to get it to. Johnson finds Bauman. Bauman gets it back to Johnson. And they're going to pass it to Richie Meyer. And almost lost by Jornby on the right corner. Jornby's able to get it back to Johnson. Meyer now has it at the top. They pass it around to Colin Bauman. Bauman has it back in the left corner. And that one, it looked like he might have been hit on the shot. Excuse me. He was trying to attempt a three. No good there. Jensen rebounds it. Barger is going to try attacking. And no good there. Rebounded by Callahan. Callahan with the bucket. He gets a second chance points there. Puts Madison up 30-18. 30-18 is Madison's lead here with a little over 5 minutes left. Coming back in is Colton Troyan for Deubrook. Meyer has it and taken away by Callahan. Callahan was able to take that one away from Meyer. It's going to be inbounded now to Brooks. Brooks brings it past midcourt. He's being guarded pretty well. And it looked like he was going to go for the quick shot, and he is. And tipped up by Barger. I think Barger was fouled while trying to get that rebound. So Madison's, they're in the bonus, so they're going to have a chance for a 1-and-1. Barger with the attempts from the Edward Jones free throw line. Bounces it. First one. In and good. It's now 31-18 Madison lead after the first attempt. Barger now back to the Edward Jones free throw line for attempt number 2. This one also goes in. It's now 32-18 lead for Madison. Jornby has it, and they're going to call travel on him. Travel committed against Jornby for Deubrook. So it's going to be back to Madison. Callahan, he's going to bring it past midcourt, passes it to Brooks. Brooks finds Barger on the far side. Barger to Jensen. Jensen back to Barger for 3. No good there. Brought back in bounds by Comas. Comas was trying to make a play and almost got him back. Instead, it is Deubrook ball. They're going to pass it around that arc. And for 3, no good on the attempt, but Johnson gets the rebound and the putback. He gets the second chance points there. It's now a 12-point lead for Madison, 32-20. Brooks has it. Pass midcourt. Passes it to Comas. Comas looks like he wants to get it off to Barger. Instead, he's going to get to Jensen. Jensen was trying to get it, and no good on the shot. Unable to come up with the rebound. Johnson had the rebound for Deubrook. Landmark passes it to Johnson. Johnson trying to find someone to pass it to. He passes it to Meyer in the right wing. And Meyer gets it back, and he's got the points in the post. It's now a 10-point game. Dolphins are starting to close in on the lead a little bit. They're going to call timeout on the court. Let's take a timeout as well. Madison leads 32-22, but Deubrook starting to mount maybe a little bit of a comeback. We'll be back in 30 seconds with 3:48 left on the scoreboard here on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Hey guys, it's Coach Jalen here from Anytime Fitness in Madison, and we want to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. Join Anytime Fitness now and get your 3 weeks of free training. Anytime Fitness is Madison's only 24-hour coaching and fitness facility. When you join, you have access to our staff and equipment to help you reach your fitness goals no matter your schedule or fitness level. Stop in today at Anytime Fitness in Madison and join now to get 3 weeks of training for free. Make healthy happen now at Anytime Fitness in downtown Madison. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back up here to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. The Bulldogs with 3:48 left here in the first half, lead 32-22, but Deubrook starting to gain a little bit of momentum that forced Coach Jeff Larson to call his timeout. Shane Veenhoff gets off the inbound. Veenhoff now back in. He's trying to work the handles a little bit. Gets it off to Chuck Callahan. Now Callahan back to Veenhoff in the right wing. Now back to Callahan. And Barger now has it. Sims in the left corner with the ball as they continue to pass around that arc. Callahan has it. Back. And now Jensen has it. He's trying to work inside the post. He passes it to Barger. Barger's going to throw that one up. That's blocked away. No foul called. Johnson for Deubrook. He came up with it. Johnson has it. He's trying to find someone to pass it to. He passes it to Meyer on the right. And now passing it around. Jornby gets back to Johnson. Johnson for 3. That one no good. Callahan with the rebound. Callahan bringing past midcourt. Passes it off to Sims. Sims to Jensen. Jensen for the bucket. And I think they're going to call the foul before he shot it. Nope, they're going to count the bucket. So Jensen's going to have a chance for 1 more from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one goes in. So now 35-22 lead. Jensen up to 12 points here tonight. Here in the first half. And Johnson for Deubrook has it. He passes it around. He gets it, passes it right to Andrews. Now Landmark. Back to Andrews. Meyer in the right. And pass to Landmark. Landmark tried the fadeaway. No good there. And got it back and got the bucket that second time around. Veenhoff. He's got it back. Trying to work the handles a little bit. Passes it to Sims. Sims being guarded. Passes it to Barger. Barger thought he had the look. Instead, he's going to attack the post. Throws that one up. And he looked like he was trying to give himself the rebound in the bucket the way he threw that up. He kind of like overhand shot it. Looked like he was trying to like stat pad. I don't think that's what he was doing. It's just kind of what it looked like. He did get called up for the foul against him. So Barger going to be attempting 2 from the free throw line. He makes his first one from that Edward Jones free throw line. It's now back to a 12-point lead for Madison, 36-24. Barger with his second one. Is in and out. No good. Callahan was trying to rip that one away. It was rebounded after the missed free throw from Bauman. And it looks like they're going to call the foul against Callahan. As Everyone's making their way down back to the Deubrook area's Edward Jones free throw line. Callahan's coming out along with Barger. Brooks is coming back in. Looks like Comas is back in as well. And the first 1-for-1 is good from the Edward Jones free throw line for Bauman. It's now an 11-point game, 36-25, Madison's lead. 2:11 left here in the first half. Bauman gets a second one. Now a 10-point game. Veenhoff gets off the inbound. He's working his way down court quickly. He wants to get some points past, and he does just that. He adds a couple more to the score. 38-26, under 2 to go here before halftime. On the right side, Garner Troyan. They pass it around. Johnson gets it back, and Brooks thought he had the block. Jensen with the block. Jensen gets off the pass from Comas. Comas thought he had the open three. They're going to call him for travel. Comas thought he had the open three look, and that open look closed pretty fast. Ended up committing the travel. Garner Troyan he passes it to Landmark. Landmark to Johnson on the left wing. Back to Troyan. Now back to Landmark on the right side. Andrews at the top. Back to Troyan. They just continue passing it around that arc. Johnson. Johnson to Troyan. And rebounded after the missed shot. And Johnson missed a shot as well. He was fouled on the way up, though, so he's going to have two. They're going to do a 1-for-1. No, I think they're going to give Johnson 2 shots now from the Edward Jones free throw line. And the first one rolls off, no good. Meckles is now come back in. He's going to take out Aiden Jensen. Minute 17 left here in the first half. We're approaching halftime. And the second one is good. 38-27 is Madison's lead. Veenhoff getting down court pretty fast. Passes it off to Brooks. Brooks trying to find someone to pass it to. He does get to Meckles on the right wing. And back to Comas. Comas had the look and got the three. Nice screen set up there by Brooks to help open up that pass or that look overall for Comas. Comas had that. He's had a couple nice threes here tonight. Under a minute to go. Deubrook's number 11, Gavin Landmark. He's passing it around. And that one tipped away. Comas got the steal. And he was fouled after stealing that one away. So Comas is going to have a chance for 2 more from the Edward Jones free throw line now. Madison leading here 41-27, 4:48 left before halftime. And the first one off the rim. Still got one more attempt from the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Second one does go in. Will be inbounded now by Deubrook. Deubrook trying to get up court fast, and it looks like they're going to call the court on Veenhoff. And that's exactly what they're going to do, giving Gunnar Troyan a chance for 2 from the charity stripe. From the Edward Jones free throw line is Troyan now. Troyan has no points yet tonight, misses his first one. So he's still looking for his first point here from the Edward Jones free throw line. And the second one also goes off. Sims rebounds it. Sims bringing up the court. About 5 seconds to operate the shot and game clock here in the first half. Sims gets it to Comas. Comas passing it around. Meckles at the left wing now has it. Meckles to Brooks. Brooks back to Meckles on the left side. Now back to Brooks at the top. Brooks looks like he wants to attack a little bit. He passes it to Veenhoff. Veenhoff looking at the clock, seeing how much time he has. 8 seconds, 7 on the shot clock. Brooks has it. He's got to shoot. Gets to Veenhoff. Veenhoff from the right wing. And good! at the final seconds for Veenhoff. He gets to 3, and that's going to end the half. And I didn't have the camera over there in time, but Deubrook shot one like mid-court, made it in, but after time expires. So for those watching on YouTube, I apologize for not getting the camera turned around in time, but Veenhoff closes it out with a 3 in the final moments. And 45-27 is Madison's lead here as we head into halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with your Wilbur Ellis halftime show. That'll be on the way here in 3 minutes on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As-Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
When buying or selling real estate, you need an agent you can trust. That's why you need Justin and Jerome Gary of Hague Realtors at 605-427-7948. Call to schedule your free no-obligation home valuation to find out what your home is worth in today's competitive market or to get a search started for a new home today. Serving Madison and the surrounding communities, Justin and Jerome Gary can be reached at 605-427-7948 or at GaryRealtyGroup.hague.com. The Gary Realty Group is a proud supporter of Madison Bulldog Athletics.
Rusty and Wyman Funeral Chapel is honored to serve local and area families in their time of need when experiencing the passing of a loved one. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel are committed to providing the highest quality of care and services for all families who are entrusted in their care. They pride themselves on taking the time to create meaningful, appropriate, personalized services for each and every family they serve in their time of need. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel is here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
F&M Co-op Oil is a proud supporter of our community activities. For service for your vehicle, fuel, propane, and premium Cenex lubricants, see the professionals at F&M Co-op Oil. Plus, they're your tire headquarters from the smallest cars to the biggest tractors. F&M Co-op Oil, West Highway 34 in Madison.
You've worked hard to get to this moment. Practicing, learning, preparing, living. And what matters now is what you do in this moment. On the court, mat, field, rink, or pool. And we're all here, cheering you on, while you make memories with your friends. You are persistent, and we are here for you. No matter the time, place, or season. Your community, your future, our focus. That's Kibble Equipment.
Builders First Source is your trusted source for quality steel building supplied by Metal Sales Manufacturing. Metal Sales has superior service from high-volume production to high-end ultra-custom. Whether your project needs are straightforward or complex, the experts can walk you through every detail while keeping you on schedule and on budget. Stop into Builders First Source in Madison to discuss metal buildings, whether a repair or new. Builders First Source in Madison offers free estimates.
Welcome into the halftime show here on Dakota's Best AM 1390, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. The Bulldogs lead by 18 points here at halftime against Deubrook. 45-27 is the score, and it's been exciting first half for Madison. Lots of fast break, some really nice threes. Andrew Comas has connected on a couple threes. They've gotten in some nice shots, especially one that was set up on the far side on a nice screen from Ben Brooks. And then, of course, the final shot at the end of the half with Shane Veenhoff. He got the ball. It looked like, I don't know what to do with this, as the game clock or the shot clock actually really pulled, but more the shot clock expiring. Veenhoff got it off just in time, got a nice three, extending Madison's lead. And what Veenhoff has trying to see, he's got 7 points here tonight so far, and I'm still trying to get a nice read of that scoreboard. Looks like number 1, that's Comas. He's got 14 points, I think. No, he's got 11 points so far. So 2 players already in double digits with Comas. He's got double digits at 11. Jensen has at least 12. They don't have that score up on the scoreboard for him. So both have been effective. Brooks, shooting-wise, hasn't really been able to get much. I think he's got 2 points so far, but him setting up the screens, him blocking, passing the ball around, distributing has been very effective tonight. So there's more ways for players to be effective than just scoring, and Brooks has been an example of that here tonight. Leading the way for Deubrook has been number 21, Landon Johnson. It seems like every bucket goes through Johnson here tonight. He's committed 1 foul as well. Johnson, he gets the ball almost every possession. It seems like he's either passing it or trying to score it. And it's worked occasionally. It's just been not enough. Deubrook, they don't have enough. Right now, it doesn't seem like they have enough players to be able to put the ball in the hoop. They're trying to get shots, but they're struggling to get open. They're trying a little too much inside the post, and that's where Madison's size really pays off, is inside that post. Aiden Jensen, he's just kind of like standing over anyone for Deubrook that gets inside. Anyone that's trying to get inside the paint under the bucket, Jensen's there, and he's just like putting his hand up like, no, denied. And that's been the big issue for Deubrook tonight. And they knew that was going to be a struggle heading in, and this proved to be a struggle so far. For Madison, the big struggle just seems to be shots not going in. And they're really their own enemy at this point. You know, Madison controls this game. And whatever Madison decides to do or whatever Madison does will determine the outcome. If they continue to play strong, they'll obviously win. If they start falling apart a little bit, if some of their shots don't go in, they will struggle in the second half. And they're up 18 points. You know, I think everyone that's watched the basketball game in some fashion has seen, comebacks happen. Madison, they just got to continue building on what they've accomplished here in the first half. And Veenhoff, Comas, get those shooters out there. It's not a big night. It hasn't been a big night for Brooks so far. Jensen's had a decent night. But the shooters, Comas and Veenhoff, have been very special here tonight. They've been very special. They've been very helpful from beyond the arc. The fast breaks, the quick offense for them has been effective as well when they want it to work or when they decide to do that. So just keep doing what's working right now. Don't make adjustments until you have to. Deubrook, they're struggling against Madison's fast-paced and post defense. Really, that's fast-paced offense for Madison, and their post defense has been the two strengths for the Bulldogs here this evening. And if they're going to continue, if they're going to win here, they just got to continue doing everything that's working. As they lead 45-27, they're up 18. They're up 18, but anything can happen as there's still 16 minutes left to play. That's going to be your Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Wilbur Ellis specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Astro seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We're going to take our final break here as we get ready for the start of the second half. We'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the second half here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
If you love the office but you don't want to stare at a screen all day, Bud's Cleanup Service in Madison has a perfect job for you. Join the amazing team at Bud's Cleanup Service. They're looking for applicants to work flexible hours in the office and route work. This position is 40 hours per week with overtime available, plus health, vision, life insurance, and PTO. Feel accomplished and work outside with a great family-oriented business. Apply in person at Bud's Cleanup Service, 114 West Center Street, Madison, or email budscleanup@gmail.com.
Bank West in Madison knows what it takes to build a strong team. This is Tom Kaler, and for more than 130 years, we have earned long-term customer relationships by helping our customers and communities succeed. We pride ourselves in adapting to customer needs and providing top-notch customer service. Whether you prefer banking online, on your phone, or in person, we're here to help. Bank West in Madison is convenient, connected, committed, and proud supporters of area sports. Member FDIC.
You're listening to KJM on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Welcome back up here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. We're moments away from getting the second half underway. And for those listening at AmazingMadison.com, make sure you're scrolling around the website a little bit. You're clicking around, starting to click on every link you possibly can for the KJM Season of Gifting, where every day during the KJM Season of Gifting, you can click around the links and you want to search for the logo of today's sponsor. If you find that logo of today's sponsor, you'll click it for your chance to win a Christmas prize. And today's sponsor is Unlock Madison. For more information, visit AmazingMadison.com. Let's get the second half underway here from Deubrook, shall we? As Deubrook is going to lead us off. Landmark had it, and they are two big Bulldogs there getting in the way. And Comas gets it off the pass, and there's a quick bucket for Madison here in the first 20 seconds of the second half. Quick offense so far in this one, as that one blocked away, swatted by Jensen, denied, and Jensen with a second block. Back-to-back blocks for him, and Brooks was trying to steal it instead. That was almost made. It was almost made there by Connor Troyan. They are going to call a foul against. They're going to be calling the foul against Deubrook. So it's going to be Madison ball. Jensen with two back-to-back blocks there. Wow. Just using all of his 6'9", and that wingspan. I'd love to know what that wingspan is for Jensen. As Brooks has, he passes it to Barger on the left wing. And Barger has it back in the left corner for three. That one bounces off, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch, I believe. That was last touch by Gavin Landmark of Deubrook, so it's going to return to Madison. Madison leads by 20, 47-27 here early in the third quarter. Brooks trying to find someone to inbound it to. He gets it to Jensen. Jensen gets it quick off the inbound, gets the bucket and the foul. So Jensen with a chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. This one goes right in, as Madison has now hit the half-century mark. 50-27 is the current score. And this one, Deubrook has it. They're going to pass it around the wing, and Johnson's going to try attacking. Looks like he might have been fouled. Looks like they're going to call the foul against Eli Barger. So it's going to be inbounded now by Deubrook. They're going to inbound it quickly to Landmark, and Johnson gets it back, passes it to the left corner for three. That one's a good bucket for Colton Troyan. Troyan gets that bucket. Brooks attacking. He's going up for the quick, and he tripped on his way up, so bucket was no good there. Landmark, he's got it. He's going to throw up the prayer, and the prayer is answered. 50-32 is now the score. Brooks being guarded. He's got to get it off to somebody. Barely gets off to. No, he doesn't get to Comas. Taken away by Deubrook. Deubrook's got all the momentum right now. As Landmark for three. That one goes off. Now it's going to be rebounded by Brooks. Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas was trying to get to Callahan. Tipped away. And that's going to be Madison ball. Was tipped away by Gavin Landmark. 50-32 here with 6:07 left here in the third. Brooks gets it off the inbound. Brooks going to attack the post. No, he's going to pass it to Barger. Barger passes it to Callahan. Callahan back to Barger at the top. And inside pass to Comas. Comas tried getting in there, and no, they're going to call Chuck Callahan on the foul. I don't know about that one. No bucket there, and foul called and committed. Callahan coming out. Elijah Sims is now back in. Inbounded now to Landmark. Landmark bringing it past midcourt. Landmark passes it to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson throws it across. He gets it out to Bauman. Bauman back to Landmark. Landmark back to Bauman at the top. Bauman passes it to Johnson on the right wing. He looked to shoot. Instead, he's going to pass it to Landmark. Landmark back to Johnson. Johnson inside the paint. He's going to pass it inside. Being guarded. Brooks was there. No good. And Jensen with another block. Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas almost had the open three look. Instead, he's going to pass it to Brooks. Brooks for three. That one rolls in. Landmark bringing out midcourt. And it looked like they're going to call Elijah Sims on the block. So, going to be foul called against Elijah Sims. Bauman with a chance to inbound it. He gets it off to Landmark. Landmark back to Bauman. Bauman passes it left to Johnson. Johnson thought about the shot. Doesn't take it. Passes it to Bauman. Bauman to Landmark inside. And now back to Johnson. Almost swatted away. And Brooks comes up with it. Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas tries getting it, and he gets it in. More fast break offense there working for Madison. Johnson almost came up with the block, too. That was a nice transition defense there. Just wasn't able to completely prevent it. And that one, ugly pass there. Comas comes up with it after the little incident. And Jensen got the pass from Comas. And Comas, Jensen was trying to get to Brooks. Brooks missed the three. Elijah Sims comes up with it. Elijah Sims at the top of the arc. That reset the shot clock. Sims has it. He passes it inside to Jensen. Jensen, fade away. No good. No good on the shot there. Landmark has it. He's, almost taken away by Comas. And Johnson, shots blocked and denied by Brooks. Comas has another transition defense. Brooks gets it on the second chance. So Comas missed a shot, and Brooks was able to get it back. And they're going to call a timeout on the court. 57-32 is Madison's lead with 3:56 to go. Here in the third, they're going to take a break. Let's take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 here on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
MDL in Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window. We are always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
Welcome back up here to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. The Madison Bulldogs lead 57-32 here at the beginning of the second half. There's still about under 4 to go. Madison, they really just continued to pile it on. There was a brief moment in time here in the second half where Deubrook thought, or it looked like maybe Deubrook was going to be able to build some momentum and capitalize on some of the energy that they were able to gain, but that was blocked away by Madison, and some big blocks here. There's got to be at least 3 or 4 blocks here in this half alone between Jensen and Brooks. Jensen's got at least 2 on one possession. That's pretty crazy. 3:56 to go here in the third. Madison leads 57-32. We're getting back to the game as it's going to be inbounded. And pass back to Bauman. Bauman has it on the right wing. He passes it to Johnson on top of the arc. He's being guarded by Shane Veenhoff. Veenhoff getting in Johnson's face. He passes it off left to or right to Devin Landmark. Landmark. And almost taken away. Brooks is able to come up with it on the turnover. Brooks with the bucket. Gets 2 more. They just continue using their size to their advantage when they can. As Johnson, he brings up the court. He's being guarded by Brooks. And they continue to shift around that zone a little bit, it looks like. And Johnson has it on the left corner. Now number 20, Joshua Moberg. He's getting in on the action. He passes it right. And Johnson has it back at top of the arc. Moberg from the left wing. He's being guarded by both Brooks and Jensen. That's a huge size difference. Johnson takes a 3, misses left. Jensen with the rebound. Brooks passes it to Sims. Sims throws that one up there, and he's got a bucket. Some nice layups as Brooks is showing off that arm. Johnson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Brooks. He's going to make his way over around the arc. He passes it, and Johnson has it back under the net and almost taken away. They are going to call Eli Barger on the foul against number 20, Joshua Moberg. Moberg standing at 5'8". Looks like he's got a little size disadvantage. Barger 6'1". Wasn't quite the fair fight there. It's going to be inbounded now after the foul. Deubrook has it. They're going to try passing it around. Heavy defense. Johnson in the right corner. Johnson being guarded by Meckles. Johnson's able to get it off to Bauman. Bauman inside pass to Jornby. Jornby is trying to throw that one up. He was being guarded by Veenhoff and Meckles. Looked like Jornby is going to be called on the foul, so he's going to have a chance for 2 from the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones. Helping make the world a better place. Here's his first attempt. That one is no good. He's got a chance for one more, though. Chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. And this one is good. Veenhoff gets off the inbound. Veenhoff being guarded by Johnson. He's quick. He gets it to Jensen very fast, and Jensen with the quick layup. Another easy bucket there. Bauman, he's got it. He's passing it. Passes it right to Troyan. Troyan gets it to Jornby. Jornby trying to throw up some sort of layup. And when you're being guarded by Jensen, you're not going to be able to get much. As Jensen comes up with the rebound. Veenhoff passes it left to Sims. Sims left corner for 3. Airmails it, but rebounded by Brooks. Brooks is able to get the bucket. And it looks like they want a timeout on the court. Let's take a timeout as well. 1:46 to go here in the third. Bulldogs lead 65-33. We'll be back in 30 here on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Madison just continues to pile it on here. In the third quarter, they lead 65-33. They just continue to dominate here. They're really starting to separate themselves from Deubrook. Looks like Ben Brooks is out, and in for Madison is Carson Schneider. He's now in. Johnson for Deubrook is bringing it up the court. Johnson gets it back in the right wing. They pass it left to Bauman. Bauman gets it left to Moberg. And Johnson gets it back inside the paint, and he throws that one up. It's now a 30-point game, 65-35. Sims was trying to thread the needle, unable to do so. He does get it back. Sims, I don't know what he was doing with that pass. Johnson's able to take it away. Johnson passes it to Moberg, and it looked like they are going to call the foul. Foul called. Sims coming out. Comas coming back in. No, Veenhoff is coming out. Sims was just talking to Coach Larson. Comas is still coming back in, though. Moberg has it. He passes it back to Bauman. Bauman passes it inside to Jornby. Jornby passes it right to Johnson. And Johnson to Jornby. Jensen with the block, but they're going to call the foul. They're going to call the foul against Jensen. So Jacob Jornby is going to have a chance for 2 from the Edward Jones free throw line. 0.4 of a second separate the shot and game clock as Jensen's coming out. Brooks coming back in. 35.4 seconds left here in the third. And Jornby misses the second one. Rebounded there by Meckles. Brooks has it. He's bringing up the court. Brooks passes it to Meckles. Meckles at the top of the arc. And they get it to Schneider. Schneider passes inside to Comas. Comas with the layup. No good there. Rebounded. And they're going to call the foul against Meckles. They're going to call the foul against Meckles. So that's going to be a chance for 2 more from the charity stripe for Deubrook. That's going to be number 20, Joshua Moberg, the freshman guard, attempting these 2 free throws from the Edward Jones free throw line. Check that. It was a 1-for-1, but he'd still made the first one. So technically, in a weird way, I was correct, but technically I wasn't. Made his first one. Second one also goes in. 12 seconds to go here in the third. Brooks has it. He's being guarded by Johnson. Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas back to Brooks, back to Comas. Comas for 3, and that one good! And 1 second to go, and that's going to be the end of 3. Here from Deubrook, the Madison Bulldogs lead 68-37 with 8 minutes to go. Here, and what has been a dominant performance so far for Madison. We'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the fourth here on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract, why go anywhere else?
Kinsley Funeral Home is family owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
Welcome to the start of the fourth here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Comas has it from the left corner. He passes it to Sims, back to Meckles. And now Schneider has it for the open 3. He takes a shot, bounces off. Brooks comes up with it. And they're going to call the foul. So Deubrook's in the bonus. Madison is not yet. So Brooks is going to be inbounding this pass, or this next one. Brooks trying to find someone to get it to. Brooks throws it, gets it to Sims. Sims back to Brooks in the left corner. Brooks passes it back to Sims at the top of the arc. Sims finds Comas. Comas to Schneider. Schneider. They're going to call the travel against Schneider. Madison leading here 68-37. Here with about 6 minutes, under 7 minutes actually to go. It's going to be inbounded now. Troyan has it. Actually, no, that'd be Landmark. Landmark has it. Now back to Johnson at the top. He's being guarded by Brooks. They pass it to... They passed it to Moberg. Moberg missed a 3. So Madison came up with it. Callahan bring up the court. Callahan passes it to Comas. Comas takes the open 3. That one bounces off. Rebound by Callahan. Callahan trying to get outside. Back to Comas. Comas looking around. He passes it to Barger left. And now back to Brooks even further left. Back to Barger at the top of the arc. And now Comas has it inside. They pass it to Jensen. Jensen for the easy bucket. So a nice long developing play there for Madison, and eventually came up with another score. And that one knocked away. It is going to be Madison ball. So Barger's going to be inbounding it now to Brooks with Gavin Landmark guarding. Barger has it. Gets it to Callahan on the left corner. Passes it inside to Jensen. That one, Johnson finally getting in the defensive action. He had to feel good about that one as he swats that one away. And going up for the shot was Jacob Jornby. Looked like they're going to call the foul against Eli Barger. So Jornby going to have a chance for 2 from the Edward Jones free throw line. And it looks like Barger might be coming out with Wienhoff coming in. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Under 5.5 to go here. Madison leads 70-37. And what's just been a dominant all-around performance for them so far. Jornby, his first one is up and good from the Edward Jones free throw line. Richie Meyer is now back in. He's taken the spot of Joshua Moberg. Jornby's second free throw is also good. Brooks gets inside to Veenhoff, or passes it to Veenhoff. Veenhoff brings up the court, passes it to Brooks. Brooks back to Comas. Comas finds Callahan at the top of the arc. Now Comas has it. He's going to pass it to Jensen. Jensen with the bucket and the foul. And that's been a connection that's worked especially well in the last few minutes. It's just Comas finding Jensen. I mean, he's going to come up with it, right? He's got the size advantage over everybody inside that post. So just Jensen's going to come up with it, takes the easy bucket, and that one goes off the rim. Brooks comes up with a rebound, unable to make it. So rebounded there by Deubrook. Johnson has it for Deubrook now, bringing up court. He's going to pass it to Landmark. Landmark gets it to the top. Now Jornby has it, passes it inside. And Callahan almost came up with it on the ground. Johnson with the shot from mid-range. No good there. And Brooks is able to get it. Brooks going fast up court, and he loses it. So Brooks looked like he might have had a little extra butter on his popcorn there as that one slipped right through his hands. Gavin Landmark inbounded it to Meyer, back to Landmark. Now Johnson has it. Johnson is going to pass it to Jornby. Jornby to Landmark. Landmark from inside the free throw line and misses that one. And Jensen with the deep shot to Comas. Comas doesn't take the shot, though, and that one almost taken away by Veenhoff, or from Veenhoff. Veenhoff almost lost that one off the pass from Comas. I think they are going to say it is Deubrook ball. Jensen coming out. 3 Deubrook players coming out as well. So almost a whole lineup change for the Dolphins. Josh Moberg's back in. He passes it to number 3, Nolan Peterson. They are trying to find someone to get it to. And Peterson, made Comas miss. And that shot goes up and good. I don't know which player had it. That was a good shot there by Deubrook. Brooks, he passes it to Meckles. Meckles working inside the paint. Passes it to Callahan, and Callahan off the backcourt. 3 minutes and change left to go here. And that one from the free throw line essentially was swatted away. Comas has it at the right wing. Back to Comas, back to Brooks at the top. Now Meckles from the left. Comas works it inside. He's going to throw that one up. And how did he get that one? I don't know how he made that one. And it looks like Madison, they are going to have almost a whole lineup change as well. So the bench is starting to get cleared here with 2.5 to go. With Madison leading 76-41. JP Rognus, he had it. He passes it. And tipped away. I think Veenhoff might have got a hand on that one. So it's still going to be Deubrook ball. Looks like Lincoln Anderson and Miles Schneider are coming in. Miles Schneider, Carson Schneider, Quinn Fleming, and Thomas Meckles are your 5 out there right now for Madison. So, they're going to take a timeout on the court. Looks like they're going to take a timeout on the court with 2 minutes to go. Madison leads 76-41, and benches are starting to get cleared. Let's take a timeout as well. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with what should be the remainder of this game. On the way next year in 30 on Dakota's Best AM 1390.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together. A vision to help you every day with your money goals and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com.
9:03 this evening. They're getting ready to get back out on the court. And it looks like benches. Both teams got their benches out there. Already went through what Madison has. Deubrook has got number 12, Devin Landmark out there, along with number 3, Nolan Peterson. Number 20, Joshua Moberg. Number 5, Richie Meyer. And number 10, JP Rognes. And Moberg gets it off the inbound. They pass it inside to Devin Landmark. They're going to pass it around. Rognes had it at the top of the arc. They're going to get it to number 3, Nolan Peterson, and they're just going to continue passing it around. And that defense for Madison was not going to give up any open shots. I think they're going to call a foul, though. Joshua Moberg looks like he's going to have a chance for a 1-and-1 from the 2. No, they're going to do 2 for now from the Edward Jones free throw line. So the first one is in and out, no good. So Moberg attempting a second one from that Edward Jones Insurance free throw line. And this one is good. It's going to be inbounded now. Schneider has it. He passes it to left. Now Schneider gets it back. He's going. Did he do a little snake eyes there on the pass to Miles Schneider? It looked like he might have. Almost was able to successfully pull that one off. He wasn't able to, though. Meyer gets it to Peterson for Deubrook. Inside pass. And was trying to go up for the layup was Devin Landmark. Might have been fouled on the way up. Yep, Devin Landmark. Junior forward at 6'1". He's going to have a chance for 2 from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one goes in and out. 76-42 with a little over a minute to go. Here from Deubrook, Madison leads. This one also goes in and out. That's going to be rebounded by Carson Schneider. Schneider bringing up the court. He passes it to Miles Schneider. And now Meckles has it from the right wing. He shoots to 3. That one bounces off. And Schneider able to come up with it. Has to try to getting it off and getting it away. Meckles is able to get the ball. Meckles was trying to push forward. And he ended up on the ground. They're going to call a foul against Deubrook. A little over 30 seconds and counting. Carson Schneider is going to be inbounding this one. He gets it inbounded to Quinn Fleming. Quinn Fleming passes it to Lincoln Anderson. And looks like they are content just pretty much holding on to this as the shot clock's off. There's just 25 and counting left on the game clock. Quinn Fleming has it at the top of the arc. They're going to pass it around. Yep, they're just going to play a little keep away with under 15 seconds to go. About 10 seconds left. Right now, Lincoln Anderson is just going to pass it around. And Madison, in 5 seconds, is officially going to have their first win of the season. That buzzer's going to go off now. Madison wins 76-42 for their first win here this year. What a dominant performance it was for Madison. We'll talk about the details coming up here on the Mustang Seas postgame show coming up in 3 minutes here on Goes Best, AM 1390.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Kinsley Funeral Home is family-owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together. A vision to help you every day with your money goals and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
As an award-winning critical access hospital, Madison Regional Health System is committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. Our healthcare system has over 270 knowledgeable and skilled employees who are dedicated to providing exceptional healthcare to you and your loved ones. For over 135 years, Madison Regional Health System has made your health our priority, and we have been honored to serve and support our local athletes. Go Bulldogs.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Welcome to the Mustang Seeds post-game show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company with a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 55 years. And what a performance it was for the Madison Bulldogs tonight, getting their first win of the season. And looks like for those watching on YouTube, I'm going to end the broadcast because apparently the camera just died. So if you're watching on YouTube, I apologize. You can still tune in for the post-game show on amazingmadison.com or online. Well, that's online. You can also tune in for this post-game show at Dakota's Best AM 1390 or through the iHeartMedia and Odyssey